Right, and so
The U.S. trustee is going to appoint a Chapter 11 trustee.
Is there a way to have Terry offer to be a trustee?
Terry can make his own decision, man. Terry.
Well, then again, using your services to assist with the plan, with the certain properties that can go over right away, go over. And what you need to do for the exchanges.
I know, but you're again, we got to operate within the legal construct we have. There's going to be a Chapter 11 trustee, and the U.S. trustee is going to pick that Chapter 11 trustee, and so the creditors, if the U.S. trustee doesn't pick a Chapter 11 trustee that they want, then the creditors can vote in their own trustee.
Okay, so if for instance, we present reason why there's not an ability, there's a huge loss of value to the creditors by assigning these interests over.
But you guys are focused on an issue that is being researched, hopefully, right as we're sitting here. I mean, I've really made this issue and said, we've got to resolve this issue. Because...
But I'm not hearing what if there is no answer or...
Well, there's always an answer. The answer is either you take the risk or you do an economic assignment combined with a power of attorney, or you just do an economic assignment combined with, like Marc said, some kind of executory contract, or you hold these assets into some other form. I mean, we presented all those kinds of concepts to the attorneys and said, which one worked? So
it seems to me that the creditors committee likes you and the judge likes you, and we don't have much experience with you because of the lack of communication, except for today. Working as far as a team on it would seem to make more sense.
Why can't you present that?
Well, it's not. I don't present it. It's the U.S. trustee. Terry knows. He can tell you. The U.S. trustee picks the trustee. It's not. There's no.
Nothing can be presented or an idea.
You can present anything you want.
Yeah, Kevin, can you just go back? This kind of the basic question. It really never got answered, and it sounds like you would get paid. You know, you could be the trustee, and then you engage Obsidian, and you pay Obsidian. You know, whatever this fee is, but. I haven't heard you tell me what you bring to the table. I just haven't heard it. And just convince me that you guys are the ones that should be doing this.
Okay.
How are you going to bring more than it's going to cost? That's just straight out question.
Marc, what we bring is the ability to take what you perceive as simple and other people will perceive as more complex structures and assets that aren't in readily saleable form, because not all your assets are in readily saleable form, right? Maximize value.
Right.
They aren't. And so
you're talking about the LLCs.
Well, the LLCs, and then when you even get down to the underlying real property, some of that property is either better deferred in terms of sale. Some of it could be taken down the value chain. Some of it should be improved. Some should not be improved. I mean, there's just a variety of things.
Okay, so how long do you perceive that liquidation will take?
So what we do, just so you're talking about how do we think about this? We went to the creditors and said, what's your discount rate? That's how we look at everything. We look at everything in terms of net present value. And we said, what's your discount rate? Okay? And we said, well, nobody's ever asked us that kind of question before. We said, well, you need to know that. Because if you say your discount rate's 3%, we're going to hold a lot more stuff for a lot longer period. You tell me your discount rate's 48%, we're going to move a lot more stuff out pretty quickly. So if you say to me, Kevin, how long does it take? I say, some people would answer that question, but in my view, if they answer the question, they don't understand economics. Because the economics of the situation are, you've got to figure out what the net present value is, because that's really what everybody's got to come down to. And so and I've asked them, and they're supposed to get back to me.
They haven't given you that answer.
They haven't given me that answer because they understand that it's a difficult question, because we're gonna use that to make a determination, and we literally build models. On every one of your properties, we'll build a model, and we'll present value it back, the cash flows. And we'll say, here's what we think it can sell, here's what it is, here's what it's gonna cost to keep it, keep that mortgage in place, here's what it's gonna cost to improve it, here's, should we take it down the value chain, should we not take it down the value chain? Okay? Now, are we unique in doing that? Probably not, but in large groups of properties, not many people have that kind of ability and skill and experience doing that. We just got done doing a second largest medical equipment finance company. I think I told you guys probably this to start with, but we just got done doing that. We brought in $100 million more than what 3 very prominent national firms said the property was worth. We doubled the result. Okay? I don't know if we can double the result here. I don't know if we'll get 50% of what you perceive it to be worth. I can't tell you. I can just tell you that we're really good at this. Now, if you say, well, Kevin, how? What do you want? Other than
Just believe it?
well, but there is not. How else can you? It is belief. I mean, there is nothing better.
How long, this plan that you're talking about, and getting their discount rate and doing net present value and kind of putting together a plan, what do you perceive, how long does that take? From
Well,
where you are right
it's
now?
an iterative thing.
Okay, sure.
And so.
But to begin moving forward on and making some
To
decisions.
begin moving forward is like right away, obviously. We started again, kind of off and on, but we started again to put everything together, and that's one of the reasons that Ewan and Ryan are over, not only so that you guys can ask good questions, but also so that they can put together additional information. So, I mean, how long before we get to a first step on a cash flow type plan in your mind?
For every property, I mean, I think.
Well, that's
going
an
back to-
iterative.
No, I think going back to what Marc said a couple of minutes ago, I mean, I think he's right, that we do have to put things into different tiers, and some of them, we have your estimate of value, and you're telling us it's clearly underwater. Obviously, we have to do our diligence there and confirm that that's the case, or that it's not, but certainly, the ones that you've identified as having a lot of value, we're going to focus on those first, and I think could expect to have a plan on those within days. And obviously that will evolve over time as we
It's an
meet
iterative
with parties and.
Absolutely, but you start with the tranche that's most obvious that you think there's value, and you kind of work your way down, and then it is iterative. I mean, it's marketing.
No, I mean, some
I
of this.
understand that. I just, getting from this place of immobility to actually some inertia going forward, that's.
I agree.
But you're saying that you have a plan within days on some of those properties to begin moving forward on them, is what.
No, I think that's right, and I think that plan will evolve over time, but yeah, no, I would love to sit down as soon as possible, with the other parties on some of these properties.
So, by you being named trustee, does that why would you need to get assigned the economic benefit or the rights right away?
Completely different issues.